Hey, good morning friends. My name is Suraj, your Hadoop faculty, and today we are going to discuss how to install virtual machine, how to install Ubuntu inside that, and how to install Java, and how to configure Eclipse IDE. Now the basic idea of this whole discussion is to make our virtual system ready so that in the coming classes we are going to install Hadoop inside that. Now I have prepared a very small document here, okay, and I have written all the steps what you need to perform in order to get this setup ready. So we will install virtual machine VMware Workstation 11, that is the latest one. So let's go ahead and download it. You just start with Google. Alright, so here you write VMware Workstation 11. Okay, go to the top one. Get free trial, you can click on this. And click on download now. So I am installing VMware Workstation 11 for Windows 64-bit. Or else you can also copy this link okay, so you paste that link here and say enter, it will give you the same page. Okay, so you download this and extract it to and save it to your folder. I will not be showing you that. So finally you will have a VMware Workstation full 11.0 version. Now we'll start with installing this virtual workstation. Installation is pretty simple. Just double click on this. Let's see next. Say I agree. Say next. You can say typical and choose your location where you want to install this. Say next. You can select this or deselect it. Say next. Say next. Say continue. So this is the installation of VMware software. Okay, so once that is completed, it will ask you to enter the license. If you have a license key, you enter it. Otherwise you can even say skip and say finished. Now that completes your virtual station installation. Now once that is installed, you will get this icon. Okay, so double click on this. Now you'll get this option. If you have a license key, you enter it. Otherwise you can say I want to trial this for 30 days. If you do so, you will be asked to enter a mail address. Let's say suraz.hadoop@gmail.com and say continue. Finished. Alright, now this is your virtual workstation where you can install many virtual machines. You can install Ubuntu, you can install Red Hat, you can install CentOS and etc. So as part of this tutorial we are going to see how to work with Ubuntu with Hadoop. Now let's download the Ubuntu software. So we are done with this. We have installed virtual workstation 11 and next let's try to download this Ubuntu. So you can Google it out, Ubuntu 14.0 desktop edition. Okay, otherwise you can directly copy this link. Let's go this way. I'll say Google. Here write Ubuntu 14.04 and click on this Ubuntu desktop download. Okay, so you choose as per your platform. I have 64-bit operating system. My Windows 8 is 64-bit, so I am choosing 64-bit. Now you can say download. So go there and say no, not now, take me to downloads. And after some time it will start automatically downloading that software. So anyway I will not take care of that also. So I'll assume that we have already downloaded that, and once you download you will get this ISO file. Not here exactly, maybe software OS image. Okay, so you need to download this version, Ubuntu 14.04 desktop AMD64. Alright, don't worry about the AMD64. It doesn't mean that it is exclusively for AMD processors. You can use that even if you hold Intel 64-bit processors. Okay, now I have my ISO image here. So let's create one Ubuntu system. Let's create one Ubuntu operating system using virtual workstation. Now go to this place, file, new virtual machine. Okay, so just say next. Now choose your version here. Okay, so I'll click on browse, maybe the same, and just choose what operating system you are planning to build. So I'll be choosing Ubuntu 14.04.1 desktop version. Say open, click next here. Name, what should be the name of this Linux? Let's say Ubuntu for Hadoop. This is the name I have given, Ubuntu for Hadoop. Username, it can be anything. I'll give my name Suraj. Password, let's say password is Hadoop. Confirm, Hadoop. Say next. What should be your virtual machine name? Ubuntu 64-bit for Hadoop. You can give any name here. Where do you want to put the image file? So let me say browse. I will go to my computer, Hadoop, and let me create a folder here, Ubuntu image for Hadoop, Ubuntu VM for Hadoop. Click on OK, say next. Now choose your disk size. What is the total capacity you would like to reserve for this Ubuntu system? 20 GB is okay for us. Okay, and always choose split virtual disk into multiple files. Otherwise what will happen, if you choose the first option, then as your virtual machine grows, okay, a single file will maintain the whole changes, and the file size, if it goes more than 10 GB, then you may not be able to copy it into the pen drive and transfer it to your friends. So you always choose split. That means whenever needed it will be splitted. Say next. Customize hardware if you want. Here memory, the RAM. Okay, 1 GB may not be sufficient for me, so let me make it to 4 GB. Processor, one processor may not be sufficient, so I'll say 2 processors, 2 cores will total make 4 processors here, and you can select these 2 also. Okay, network adapter. So here you choose bridge. Reason is, when we are using Windows 8. This is a Windows 8 operating system, and we are trying to install Ubuntu. So Windows is our host and Ubuntu is our guest. Now if you have internet in your system, in the Windows 7 system, if you choose bridge connection, then in the Ubuntu also you will be able to access the internet. Okay, otherwise you will not be able to. So you choose bridge connection here. Anything else? Printer, display, resolution we will check later, and everything looks good for me. Okay, say close. Now finally click on finish. So now it will start installing Linux, Ubuntu Linux here. Okay, it will now start copying a lot of files from that image to your virtual machine. So while installing this virtual system, you need to make sure of one point, like sometime the problem would be, if you don't turn on your virtualization in the BIOS, okay, you may not be able to work with virtual machines. So first of all, you just go to the BIOS and just check if your virtualization is on or not. How to check that? You can please Google it out, how to check how to enable virtualization in the BIOS, because based on the system, based on PC to PC, it may vary. So this process may take a couple of minutes. Okay, if you wish, you can go and grab your cold drinks, your snacks, you can have your tea. So once the copy is done, it will start installing this software into your system. Okay, so your installation is successful and now it is booting, like the Ubuntu is booting. Okay, now here we have installed desktop version, which means we will see this Ubuntu. Okay, you will get the GUI screen, but we also have a provision to download the server version, and the server version will be actually used in the real-time production system. Whereas as far as development is concerned, we use Ubuntu directly. Okay, we download this Ubuntu desktop version, we install all our software here, and we can directly work from Ubuntu. So whenever you are inside this Ubuntu, okay, you will not be able to see the mouse, and if you want if you want that mouse back, what you can do is you press Alt and Control, and that will release the mouse. So this is your console Ubuntu for group. This was the user this was the account what we had created earlier, and the password is password is Hadoop. Okay, so as per our document, we have completed installing virtual machine, installing Ubuntu. Okay, now we'll also install Java and Eclipse later. Let's go and see what all steps are needed again. We have done this, we have done this, we have done this. So next thing would be change the screen resolution. This screen looks very small, right? So let's change the screen resolution to 1440 into 900. It's very simple. We just go to settings here, and then you go to display, and then you choose resolution to 1440 into 900. Okay, say here it is. Click on this one, keep this configuration. close, and then you can close this. Okay, now when you make it on full screen mode, let's make it on full screen mode. So ideally this should fit your screen. Okay, next, breeze connection we have already enabled while installing that. Enable copy and paste. So by default it is enabled, but in case you don't get to see that, you can always go here, say settings, options, click on access, not access control, snapshot auto protect VM tools, set folder. Where is that? You're supposed to get one more option here. Okay, I'll show you that once I get that. Okay, I'll show you that later. Now next would be whenever you install Ubuntu, okay, this Ubuntu we have got from that ISO file. Now we are not sure when this ISO file was created, right? It may be created 1 month ago, it may be created 2 months ago, but Ubuntu maintains a software repository which gets updated daily. Okay, very frequently it gets updated, whereas that updates we don't have it here. Okay, see, whenever you try to install any software from Ubuntu, okay, Ubuntu maintains a lot of repository. Let's say repository 1, repository 2, repository 3. Now when you try to download any software, it interacts with all these 3 repositories to find out whether that software is available or not. Okay, now let's assume that at the time of preparing this ISO file, there are only 3 repositories, but now they have included 7 more repositories. The total repositories will become 10. Now when you don't have all 10 repository update in your system, you will not be able to access all the softwares which are there in other repositories. Repository 4, repository 5, till repository 10. You will be only allowed to access all the softwares which are configured in these 3 repositories, but not 7. So in order to do that, okay, you can follow these two. You can type these two commands: sudo apt-get yes update, sudo apt-get yes upgrade, update and upgrade. Okay, now here to get access to the terminal, you can simply say alt control plus T, alt control plus T. Alright, this will give you the terminal access. Now here you write this. What is sudo? Basically, who is this current user? Let's say I'll say who am I am Suraj. Okay, and in order to run this command apt-get, okay, in order to run this command you must have a super user permission, root permission. So this permission denied. Okay, so are you root? You are not. Now when you don't have root user, when you don't have root password and all, what you can do is you can simply say sudo. That means super user do something. I am Suraj and I am crying it to the super user. Super user do something. What is that? apt-get for me. Okay, so like whenever we are in trouble, we say, oh God, do something for us. So it is similar to this. Now password is Hadoop. What it is saying, get error, clear file, no data, require authentication. Let me check if our internet is working or not here. Maybe the internet was not working. Let me just connect to internet. Cool. Now let me open Google. I don't need that now. I'll just say update. Now see this, it has started downloading some updates from those repositories, so that in the future if you need to download some softwares, it will be easy. So I'll not take the whole recordings of this. Okay, so I'll just pause it whenever I feel it should be paused, but please do not assume that if in my video it has taken just 30 minutes, it should also take 30 minutes in your practical. Alright, so we are done with that. Now you can see what they have done is it has taken a lot of updates from a lot of sites here, okay, and at the end it has completed its work. Now similarly you also execute this step, this one, upgrade all your components. This one was update the repository, and this one was upgrade all your component, and this will take a lot of time. Okay, so and it's up to you. These two are really not compulsory. It's up to you if you want to do it or not, but it is highly recommended, so make sure that you carry these also. Okay, so I'll skip this here because it takes a lot of time. It takes nearly 30 minutes to 45 minutes for the whole configuration. Now let me move to the next point. Install Open in Terminal package. Now if you go to your virtual machine here, this is a computer. Okay, so let me go to my desktop. Alright, let me create a folder. I will say data. I want to open this data in command prompt in a terminal. So ideally what I should do is I should go here. Okay, present working directory. Okay, cd desktop. Alright, cd data. Alright, so now but I want it to do it in this way. Right click on this and say open in terminal. Okay, so right now that option is not available here. Okay, but if you want to make that option available, you need to update, you need to download this utility. Okay, you need to download this software. So sudo apt get update, we have already done this here, that is no need to do it again. Now you go ahead and copy this. You can be anywhere. Okay, say paste, enter. Excuse me. Alright, so download is complete. Now we right click on this. Alright, maybe a reboot is needed for this. Okay, so next time when we reboot, you will get an option saying that open in terminal. Now let us move to the next. We will see that after rebooting. So one thing you might have observed that when I right click and say copy, and when I paste it here, it gets pasted, right? So the thing is, my document is there in Windows 7 and I'm trying to paste it in Linux. Both are two different operating systems, both have two different clipboard. That's not it. Now there is a utility here. We should get somewhere guest isolation. Yes. since these two are checked, enable drag and drop, enable copy and paste. That is the reason you are allowed to copy data from here and there, okay, and even you can drag and drop the files. Suppose I want to copy some file from my Windows to Linux. In the real time, when you don't have access to this box physically, we use something like WinSCP. Is not it? Here you can directly say drag and drop. For example, copy this, release it here. We got the file here. Is right. So that is the that is due to that utility tools. Now next is sharing the folder among Ubuntu and Windows. Okay. For example, let's say, see the current size while installing this Ubuntu, we had declared the size to be 20 GB. That means this Ubuntu cannot store more than 20 GB. Out of 20 GB, maybe a lot of space might have been taken by the operating system itself, and let's say we have only 10 GB. Now in 10 GB you cannot hold 30 GB of data, right? So for that, it is always advisable you create a folder. You check the size of this drive. It is actually a 1 TB system. Okay, so I have 1 terabyte of data and I would like to create some storage. Okay, go to F drive and there's something called shared drive. Let's say I would like to put all my stuff here and I would like to access these folders from my Ubuntu system. Okay, so for that you need to work with a tool called VMware tool. So you need to work with a tool called VMware tool. Now let's check that that is enabled or not. VM settings, options, shared folder. I can select this. That means this VMware is enabled. Okay, but we should reinstall it. Okay, let's reinstall it in a proper way. I know that it is not installed properly. So we have a steps here of how to install this VMware tool. Now, first of all, you log into as a root. So how to log into as a root? Sudo su. Okay, sudo user do something. What? Sudo user. Okay, see, super user do something. Super user. The meaning of this line is, oh God, make me God. Right? Oh God, make me God. That means I am asking to make myself as a root. So copy this. I think it is already installed. Okay, no problem. I say Control Shift T. Let me get another console. Sorry, not Control Shift, it is Alt Control T. Paste. Okay, what is the password? Hadoop. Who am I? Now I am a root. Okay, what is my present working directory? Present working directory is /home/storage. So now I am acting as a root. So create a folder, create a directory /media/cd-rom. Paste. What it will do? It will simply create a folder called /media/cd-rom. Next, mount. Paste. What it will do? Mount dev cd-rom, media cd-rom. It will actually make this folder acting as a CD drive. Next, now you need to install your VMware tool. Okay, so earlier in the process also it got installed, but we will do it again. VMware, say reinstall. Install. Alright, now when you do that, you see that there is a CD drive came up. Okay, so now we will see, this is the software, this is the VMware tool. Now let's go to Suraj user only. I'll say exit. Right now I am root, I'll exit, I'll become Suraj. Who am I? Okay, now we will copy this. We'll copy this to desktop. You can drag and drop, but I don't want to do that. Let's do it through command prompt only. Copy media tools to desktop. Okay, copy media tools to desktop. Paste. Right now this folder VMware tools.tar.gz is present in your CD drive. I want to copy it to my desktop. So I logged in as a Suraj and I said copy the media CD-ROM file to desktop. What it is saying, I cannot copy. Let me check what is the location of this. Media Suraj. Okay, it has gone to this media Suraj drive. No problem. I'll just check, I'll just do it like this. Cannot start. We'll do one thing. I think we should restart our system once because of those configuration changes and all. Let's just quickly restart our virtual machine. Okay, I'll just go to you can restart from here. Just shut down first. Shut down. Don't restart. Shut down. Shut down. Once it is shut down, you just close this as well. Close the virtual machine. Okay, and again relaunch your virtual machine. And now you say power on. Yes. After the update, it is taking some time to boot. Okay, just see Hadoop. Right click on this and see this open in terminal, right? It's because a restart was needed. So I think we need to redo that step again. I'll just say open in terminal. Again cd / let me become root super user, do something, make me super user. Okay, Hadoop. Alright, and let's go here. mkdir, I think that is already done. This mounting, you need to do it again. No media found. It should mount actually. There is no media found. It is saying okay. Anyway, that's fine. Should not be a problem. I'll go to VM. Say install VM tools. It's downloading. Let me check my internet connection is working or not. Sometimes it gets reset. Okay, I can log in from here also. Google.com. Looks like it is working. Yeah, so that time it was not available. That's the reason it was not able to mount. Looks good now. Copy this. I need to log in as a super user. Sorry, sudo's only. Exit. Who am I? Okay. Now this time this VMware tools.rar, this is present on the CD drive. Okay, it is being moved to my desktop. Go to your desktop here, desktop, right? I will delete this. These two are not needed for now. Okay, extract this now. Okay, you can right click and extract, but let's do it through command prompt. Now from the command prompt, go to desktop and then issue this command. Copy cd user home, okay, cd desktop ls, and issue this command, paste. tar -xzf VMware tools some version .tar.gz. The meaning of this line is extracted to the same folder. Okay, now you go down and you see it has been extracted to a folder. Go inside this and you need to execute this one, VMware install.pl. Okay, now cd, I will say ls. Okay, cd VMware tools ls. You need to install this script. This is a Perl script file. How to install that? Dot space, sorry, not space, dot slash VMware tools.pl. Okay, dot slash Perl script file name dot pl. Enter. Execution aborted. Achha, to run this you have to be again a super user. Okay, so when you say sudo user do something, let me. Alright, now dot slash vm install. Say yes. Yes, yes, just press enter. Alright, so you should receive this kind of message. Enjoy the VMware tools. That means your VMware tool is installed successfully, but again you need to reboot your system. Okay, so close this, close terminal, close this, close this, close this. And how can you confirm that? Go to VM, check your settings, options, set folder. If you are able to click this, that means your VM is installed. Okay, your VMware tools is installed. Initially also it gets installed, but that is not a proper installation. Okay, I'll say let's do one thing. I'll share one drive also before restarting. Always enabled. I want to share a folder, always enabled. What you want to add? Click on this, say next. Host path. That means my Windows 8 path. I'll go to shared drive. Okay, F drive, shared drive. What would be the name? This would be the name in your virtual machine, in your Ubuntu. I'll keep it same. Say next. If you want to make it read only, you can choose this. Say finished. Say OK. Let's confirm that. Now whatever file you share through your Windows, you will receive them here. Go to my computer, mount folder, okay, @gfs. Double click on this, set drive. You got it, but sometimes you may not get it. Okay, if you don't get it, you need to restart your system, and when you restart, you have to restart your Hadoop. Shut down this, shut down. Okay, as well as you shut down this. Don't forget this one, because sometime it may not work. So shut down, yeah, you close that completely, and then again you launch your virtual machine. Okay, this is also completed. Next we will install a text editor tool called Geany. Okay, we'll install text editor tool called Geany from Ubuntu Download Center. Alright, password is Hadoop. Sorry. Okay, now let me go to the same place again. My files, my computer. You go to MNT folder @gfs, and you should be able to see the shared drive. Alright, now from here you can copy paste your software very easily. See, JDK 1.8, I need to install it later, right? So I'll copy and drop it here instead of downloading it again. Okay, again let's close this and let's install one more software called Geany. Okay, so the objective is very simple. I want to edit some file, okay, and I don't really like that VI editor, because I need to learn a lot of command for that, and it is not so much user friendly. So we install something called Geany. Now click on this. Here you write Ubuntu Software Center. Click on this. Now put your cursor here. Geany. Sorry, spelling mistake. Geany. Okay, Geany. Okay, so click on this and say install. Click on this and say install. Installing, and it has given an icon here. Check it out. It will ask you for password or root. Okay, let it go, and we will try something here. I opened a prompt. Present working directory is Suraj. Okay, I will write a file vi hello.txt. Insert hi, how are you? I am fine. What about you? See, now when I press down arrow, it is giving me B symbol. Up arrow, it is giving me A symbol. I really don't like this. Okay, that's the reason I am installing this Geany, because I'm not allowed to go up and down, using these arrow keys. So I'll say :wq saved more hello.txt. Right? Okay, now clear. Now I want to open the same file. Okay, I want to open the same file hello.txt using Geany. So instead of vi, you just write Geany, Geany, Geany hello.txt. So it will give you the file in this editor style, and now it will be very easy for you because you can use your Windows navigation. Right? Saved and close it. Sorry, you need to close it here. Now more hello.txt. So we learn how to install software using Ubuntu Download Manager also. What is left? Okay, so that's all. Now we will learn how to install Java. Okay, we will learn how to install Java. So it's very simple. You download your Java software from this Oracle website. Okay, copy this link. I think this has gone down. Control Shift Escape. Control D. Paste. There was some internet reset issue. Yeah, so this will bring you the Oracle Java download page. Now click on accept. I accept the license. Okay, now which one to install? Not Windows, not Solaris, not Mac. So Linux 64-bit. I'm using 64, so I'll use Linux 64. Now we have two options here. One is RPM file. RPM is basically for CentOS, okay, and some other Red Hat Linux. This is the software for Red Hat and CentOS. But for Ubuntu, this will not work. For Ubuntu, we have dev version DEB, or you can download this also, tar file. Okay, so we will download this tar file. Click on this and download your tar file. Okay, click on this and download your tar file. Now once you are done with that, okay, you keep the downloaded file in your shared drive. You bring that and paste it here. I have also done the same thing. Yesterday I downloaded that and now I pasted it on the shared drive. Okay, now I can easily access this from my from my Ubuntu. How? Let me go to, otherwise from here also you can browse cd/mnt mount folder, and inside this you have hgfs, enter, ls shared drive, cd shared drive, spelling mistake, drive, ls, right? We got JDK. Okay, now let's start installing it. So download it. Okay, copy to any folder, say user local Java, copy it to any folder, say user local java. So we will copy this folder, we'll copy that file. So in order to copy that, cp copy this file jdk to where, paste /user/local/java, enter. Okay, java, actually there is no directory called java. First of all, let me make a directory mkdir/user/local/java, permission denied. Okay, sudo user do something. What is that? Create a directory mkdir/user/local/java. Done. Password Hadoop. Done. Now again you copy this piece of code, copy and paste. Access denied. Okay, the right permission is missing. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to give a right permission. Super user do something. What to do? Change the rights, give the permission chmod 777 to /user/local/java. Yeah, that means give a permission to this folder to be accessed by anyone, to be written by anyone, to be deleted by anyone. Okay, now again you try to copy the file. You can still copy this file directly without using this command prompt, but the more you learn commands, it will be more useful for you. Paste, enter. Yeah, copied. Okay, how to check that? Now you go to cd/user/local/java ls. Now you see in that location we have just copied this gz file, we got this gz file. Okay, so let's copy it to this. Let me complete this command. cp slash, it was there in my shared folder, /hgfs/shared folder shared drive /jdk paste. I want to paste these two /user/local/java, and before that you need to create a folder also, right? So I'll say sudo mkdir/user/local/java. Again you need to give permission also, sudo chmod 777 /user/local/java. Okay, and here also copy, so we just write sudo. So these three operations also you need to perform. $symbol means it is a Linux command. $symbol. Done. So we are done till here. Next step is unzip that file. So copy this piece of code, I'll say clear. We are inside that Java folder ls. There is only a file. I want to unzip it, so the command is this one. Okay, sudo super user, otherwise you need to log into Ubuntu also. Okay, tar zvzf, your file name, enter. Okay, so it has unzipped all the files. Now I want to know whether Java is already installed in my system or not. So you execute java -version. Okay, what it is saying, the program Java cannot be found. That means Java is not yet installed in this system. Okay, we have recently extracted. Till now we have not configured anything. We just took that zip file and we extracted that. Now next step would be setting the path. Okay, so we have extracted that where in user local Java folder ls. In user local Java folder there is something called jdk 1.8. Now you can remove this file. We have no use of this. I'll say rm jdk -8 delete. So we deleted that file because we've already extracted it. Now it is no point of keeping it here. So next is you edit your etc file, etc profile file. Okay, you edit your /etc/profile file and add the following system variable. So let me write that command also. We will use Geany. What is that? Geany. Geany /etc/profile. I would like to edit this file. Copy. This is not needed. Okay, copy. I'll say clear. Paste. We got this file. Now here you need to paste this piece of code. Copy this. Just go here. Paste. So the first line is adding a Java boom /user local Java jdk 1.8. Next, adding a JRE, not required but recommended. Next, setting the path. Okay, and finally exporting all these things. So after doing this, you just say save. Permission denied. Okay, permission is denied. Fine, because don't save. I say don't save. Permission is denied because we just set Geany, so we should say sudo user open this Geany. Paste. Save. Okay, this time no use and close this. After saving, if you want to check more /etc/profile. Okay, our entry has also come up here. Next, now we have just configured our Java home, right? We have configured our JRE home, we have configured our path. Next is inform your Ubuntu software that where your Oracle is located. Okay, see, by default, sometime in some version of Linux, okay, they by default give you OpenJDK, but in Ubuntu they don't give you any JDK because of licensing issues. But in some flavor, in some sort of this Linux flavor, you will see that they generally give you OpenJDK also. OpenJDK. Now, if you already have OpenJDK and if you install your Sun Microsystem, Oracle Java, then sometime, even though you have installed Oracle Java, it will still point to OpenJDK Java. So it is important to make sure that you tell your Ubuntu where to look for Java and Java-C. So copy this and simply execute them. Yeah, I think it is done. Next, inform your Ubuntu that Oracle Java should be the default Java. Okay, this is to tell where Oracle is present, where Oracle related Java is present. This is to tell that always take your Oracle Java and not any other Java. Okay, next, reload your system path. Just now we had set the path, right? So to make this command effective, you execute this command. This is something like refresh. Okay, load all the data from profile file and update the Ubuntu software. Done. Next, now you check for Java version. Earlier when we tried to check the Java version, we were not able to see that, right? So this time you just say paste. See this, Java 1.8.31 was installed successfully. That means now in our system we have installed your Oracle Java successfully. Next step, next is installing Eclipse IDE. Okay, so you download and install Eclipse Luna from this site. You just say Google first, Eclipse Luna. Okay, click on this. These are all the latest versions. Java 8 is latest, Luna is latest, your Ubuntu 14.0 is latest, and VMware 11 is latest. Alright, click on this download page. Okay, and choose your operating system. Choose Linux. Alright, now don't choose this Java ID for Java developer. You choose this Java ID for Java EE developers. Okay, this software is sufficient for Hadoop programming only. But if your Hadoop programming, like if you are developing some project where you need to write some UI, like you need to write some web applications also, then it will not be supported. You need to again work on this. So instead of that, directly you download the Java EE developer, which will allow Hadoop development as well as web development. This will allow only core Java development and Hadoop development. Now 64-bit, click on this. Okay, and this is the link. You can say copy link location. I'll write it, I'll put it like this, and let me also copy this path. This is very short. Paste. Okay, so I assume that you will download it from that link. And once you download, you'll see something like this: Eclipse IDE Luna M6 Linux GTK. You'll see something like this. Okay, I downloaded it earlier. You can download it again. Only some version mismatch. Only some version will be changed. M6 may become M9. Okay, but this is one and same. So I have already kept it on the shared drive. So let's go to our shared drive. We'll go it from here, from my computer, MNT mount folder, HGFS, shared folder, 64-bit. This one, Luna. Right click and say extract to open with. It is reading the file. Now you just say extract this to where you can just say desktop for the time being. Okay, or else you can extract it to your choice folder. Say extract. Extraction is successfully. Say close and close this and close this and close this. Now we got this Eclipse IDE here. Okay, double click on this, and here you have Eclipse, this one. You can double click on this. It will take some time, asking us for a workspace. Anything is fine for us, but what I will recommend you is, this is a virtual machine. Okay, tomorrow if you don't save it properly, then your whole virtual machine may get corrupt. Okay, and due to which what will happen, you may not be able to access the program whatever you do. So I'll recommend you not to choose this workspace. You choose this workspace. Go to file system, MNT folder, okay, FGFS, shared drive. Here you create a workspace, create a folder. Let's say core Java workspace or Hadoop workspace, whatever. Say OK. Now check the path. Say OK. Done. Now let's write a simple Java application, a simple hello world application, just to test. New others Java project. Next, project name my core Java. Finished. I'll say no. New class P1 hello world. Okay, let's write main method here. Main sysout hello world. Save it, right click and say run as Java application. We got hello world on the screen. Okay, so this is how we have configured Java, we have configured Eclipse. Now tomorrow we'll use the same system we'll use, and we will install Hadoop here. Again, we'll install Hadoop here and we will directly work on Hadoop using this same ID. Now next would be what to do next when we have configured all these things. So I will recommend you, I think Eclipse we copied and extracted. No, we directly extracted. It's okay. Now once you are done with this, just shut down this system first. Shut down this system. Shut down. Now close these also. Now go to F drive. Here we had that image Hadoop Ubuntu. Is this what we have done just now? No, this one, Ubuntu VM for Hadoop. It's not it. What is the size? 5.53. The size of this is 5.53. So what you do is you start zipping it, 7-zip, add to this. Okay, you zip this one and you save it, so that in future if anything goes wrong, then still you can get the data. You can still back up your virtual machine without installing it, reinstalling it again and again. Tomorrow when we download and install Hadoop in this system, then you remove that zip file, you remove that 7-zip file, and again you take a copy and you keep one copy separately, so that in case anything goes wrong, still you will have something to work with. Okay, so that's all from my today's class. We will again meet tomorrow and we will discuss the remaining concept of Hadoop. Okay, in the last class we just discussed the Hadoop architecture, but tomorrow we will see what exactly are all those components. We talked about name node, we talked about a data node, we talked about secondary node, right, task tracker, job tracker. We will see in detail what all these components do, how do they work, and then slowly we'll start with Hadoop programming. Thank you and have a nice time.